Hi, this is Jim Brown. Welcome to Title Talk. I am an attorney at James Brown Law.
And I'm Alexandra Nieto. I am the title manager for New Path Title.
This week we have an exciting show, right? If you can imagine, title can get exciting. We have an exciting show. Alex has some news that we received literally minutes ago. And at the end of Alex's discussion about the news we just got, I'm going to give realtors an opportunity to take part in a really cool promotion that can help their businesses significantly. Alex, take it away.
Jim, I am so excited. At exactly 5 o'clock, I got an alert from our underwriter that they have changed some things around. Everybody knows about RON, and everybody was very excited about using RON, remote online notarization. The problem has been that the lenders will not allow the electronic signatures on the note and the mortgage. Because of COVID-19, the underwriter that we use has made an exception and has found a workaround, so to speak, so that we can still do remote closings with a remote online notary. So what they are allowing us to do, only for sales under $3 million, we can send the package to the borrower. They will have it in front of them. We send the package to the remote online notary. They upload it. They sync everything together. They do everything they need to do so that they can see each other, just as if they were signing.
Verify their identification.
Exactly. Verify all their identification. They go through the whole process just like a normal RON signing. But the borrower has the actual documents in front of them instead of signing online. The notary is watching them sign. They're going over everything, confirming that they know what they're signing, each document. This is the mortgage. This is the declaration of whatever. They go through all of it. Once everything is signed in front of the notary, the borrower takes the documents, puts them in a Federal Express, seals it all up, Federal Expresses it to the notary. The notary receives the documents the next day, will sign them and put their seal on them and date them the date of the wet signature, so the previous day.
Yep.
And then turns around, takes that package, and will send it to the title agent. So there's some hoops to jump through, but it can be done. And the title agent will get the package. At that point, finish getting their funding authorization, get all their disbursements ready, make sure they have all their funds in, and then the file can be dispersed. So some hoops might take a couple extra days because the FedEx package is going to go to a couple different locations, but now we have a workaround so that we can indeed do something remotely without having to come to the office. There is a cost involved, but...
And so I just want to clarify a little bit. And when you say a workaround, this is a way of doing business. More than it is a workaround, this is a practice which will produce an insurable transaction. And the hurdle that this overcomes was the fact that lenders would not allow electronically signed notes, and lenders would not allow electronically signed mortgages. So even though we had a remote online notary law in Florida, we couldn't effectuate that law and produce the desired effect. Now we have an insurable transaction with the desired effect. Buyers and sellers can stay in place, sign their documents, and we can make these transactions happen fluidly and efficiently.
Exactly. Now this may be a temporary situation.
Was
honestly,
there something about that in the bulletin?
I didn't. I'll have to look in a little bit further to see if they gave some type of timeline, but for the immediate,
at this point.
For the immediate time, this is definitely something that we can do.
Yeah, and so it'd be good for us to give the date at this point. It's April 17th, Friday, 2020, and right now, and for the foreseeable future, the law is we can do remote online closings for buyers that have notes and mortgages, and they can be witnessed and notarized and wet signed, and lenders will be happy. So that's huge.
You
20
just,
years of doing this stuff, you and I have never seen anything like this.
no, and I'm really excited, but you use the word law, and I want to kind of backtrack a little bit. This is our particular underwriter who is coming up with this.
Yeah.
So this doesn't mean that every underwriter may insure this type of transaction. This is specific to our underwriter that we use.
And so I'm glad you clarified that, and that brings up an important point. And what I said was an insurable transaction. And so, or what I intended to say was an insurable transaction. That is as if everybody was sitting around the table in our office and the lender was, and an underwriter was insuring the transaction in that same manner.
Exactly. So we can issue our title insurance. We're good, we're clear, and we adhered to the lender's requirements for the wet signature.
I have some big news too. I have some huge
news.
Yeah. So we have partnered with a company downtown West Palm Beach that's willing to work all over Palm Beach County, North County, Martin County, and Point South. And they are a virtual scanning 3D tour modeling company. And so if you've never done a virtual scan of a property, think of it like Google Street View for inside your house, and the results are dramatic. This is game-changing technology. People are getting more and more accustomed to Zoom lectures, demos, seminars, and webinars. And so the concept of buyers and sellers being able to easily go into properties, particularly buyers, and look at them in a 3D model. It sets up what's called a dollhouse, and then you go into the property, and then you can walk around the property inside as if you were actually in the property. You can stand in front of the sink, look out the window. It's amazing technology, and Immersive Spaces has provided us the opportunity to get some Title Leap branding out there and do something incredibly financially beneficial for agents. And so I can't stress to sellers agents how revolutionary this technology is, how incredible the savings are, and I don't want to sound too inflammatory, but it's literally incredible. And so what that means is you could give your sellers, you can give your listing sellers a virtual scan interior tour of their house at any price point. This is no longer technology for expensive homes. If you're doing a $110,000 condo, you know, this is something that would be incredibly appropriate and inexpensive and cost effective at that price point. And it's tech that was formerly reserved for properties, you know, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, $1 million.
No, it's great that it's more affordable now. I saw one a few days ago, and it's amazing. You feel like you're right in the house.
It
really
does
cool.
something to you. So you can imagine the first person who ever saw a photograph, it left this like burning image in their mind. The first couple people who ever saw videos, it would have left a burning image in your mind. I've seen virtual scans of homes, several dozen of them, and every single one of those things is so vividly burned in my mind because the impact and the, you know, the depth and the scale is just amazing. And so
well, you feel like you're there.
Feel like you're there. You can literally stand in front of the kitchen sink and look out the window and see what you would be looking at. And so you're not going to get buyers that are going to show up and not be interested because they didn't realize something about the property. They've seen the property. Sellers aren't going to have to show the property as much. Every buyer that comes through is going to be sophisticated on the property. And to get this promo, you would go to TitleLeap.com. You would click on Realtor Resources. You're going to go through the menu. At the very bottom of the menu, you're going to see Virtual Scan Promo. Click on that, and we'll get you set up.
Sounds good.
We got your late breaking news out. We got our virtual scan promo out. COVID's not holding us back, and we'll see you next week on Title Talk.
Hey there, I'm Ashley. I'm the digital media and marketing specialist here at Title Leap. I make all of these videos, so it really means a lot to me that you're here at the end of this video. So if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that way you can get a notification every time we post a new video. But if you're not really a YouTube person, you can also see our video content on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. The coronavirus and all of its effects are really turning our industry upside down, so we know how important it is to stay up to date. So make sure you follow us on our social media channels so you can see every new bit of content as it comes.